Students, let's continue with lesson number 6, that is factorization of algebraic expression. We have completed up till practice set 6.3 question number 1. Now today we'll move ahead with question number 2. We start with question number 2, simplify. Okay, now here the first question is written x plus y whole cube minus x minus 3 the whole cube. Now see children, now here we are going to use both the formulas, a plus b the whole cube and even a minus b the whole cube also you can use and do the sum, or the other way, a cube minus b cube. Okay, we have learned two formulas, a cube minus b cube and a cube plus b cube. So we can use both the formulas and do the simplification. So this simplified question children you can do by different ways. First you can, okay, the first method you can expand a plus b whole cube, a minus b whole cube, and then you can subtract. But the easiest way will go, that is using the formula here, a cube minus b cube. Now let us see your formula. First here let us write the formula for revision, a cube minus b cube. So that is equal to a minus b, first bracket, second a square plus ab plus b square. And what we have learned, a cube plus b cube formula, that is a plus b, first bracket, a square minus ab plus b square. Okay, so this both the formulas we have learned, and we have done expansion based on these formulas. Using these formulas we have found the factors. Now here see children, now let us write again the first question, that is x plus y whole cube minus x minus y the whole cube. Now see student, this suppose x plus y, suppose if you consider x plus y is equal to a, so we say a is equal to x plus y. If you take a equal to x plus y and b equal to x minus y, right? Now here suppose if you assume this as a and this as b, suppose I am showing this with the other color, say for example here, now this is your a, this is your b, so this becomes a cube and minus b cube, a cube minus b cube. So as per the formula children, a cube minus b cube, so what is first bracket, a minus b, what is your a, x plus y, minus b, what is your b, x minus y. Clear? So this is your first bracket. Okay, now coming to the second bracket. Okay, second bracket is what, a square. So what is a square? A is what, x plus y whole square. Okay, then plus ab, a is what, x plus y into x minus y, then plus b square. So I am writing here plus, what is your b, x minus y the whole square, close the bracket. So children, the first step, the very first step, we are just substituting the values in the formula. Clear? So now this is equal to, I'll just start from little this side so that it is very clear. This is equal to here. Now x plus y minus, we will open the bracket, that is x plus y. See children, minus x minus minus plus y. Okay, clear? See x plus y, this minus minus x minus minus plus y. This is your first bracket. Second bracket, x plus y whole square. Now students, x plus y whole square is what? This is of the form a plus b whole square. It is of the form a plus b whole square. So I am writing the formula here, a plus b whole square. What is your formula children? A square plus 2ab plus b square. You are already learned in the 7th standard. You have already learned in 7th standard. So applying that formula, you are going to expand. X plus y whole square becomes x square plus 2 into 2xy. Directly also you are going to write, you can okay, because now already we have learned the expansion, so direct you can write 2 into x into y, that becomes 2xy plus y square. Okay, now plus now x plus y, x minus y, x plus y, x minus y, this is of the form a plus b, a minus b, a plus b into a minus b. Children, what is a plus b into a minus b? A plus b into a minus b is nothing but a square minus b square. Okay, a plus b into a minus b is nothing but a square minus b square. So that becomes what? X square minus y square. So you can write in the bracket x square minus y square and plus, now last term x minus y the whole square. That means it is a minus b the whole square formula you have to apply. That is a square. What is a minus b whole square? That is a square minus 2ab plus b square. That's only that much is the change, right? Suppose here, so here if I write a minus b whole square, so that is nothing but what? A square minus 2ab plus b square. Now here, so here we will write what it will be, plus x square minus 2xy plus y square. Okay, we have expanded all the terms. Now this is equal to, see here, plus x minus x gets cancelled, plus x minus x will get cancelled. So what is remaining? Only 2y. Okay, second bracket, we are just opening the second bracket, everything, x square plus 2xy plus y square plus x square minus y square plus x square minus 2xy plus y square. So these are the terms. Now here, see children, plus y square minus y square. So what is getting cancelled? That will cancel. Plus y square minus y square gets cancelled. Plus 2xy minus 2xy gets cancelled. Now anything else is getting cancelled? Just check. No. So what is remaining? 2y into x square plus x square plus x square. How many x square is remaining? 3x square. Okay. Now what other term is remaining? Plus y square. 3x square plus y square. Now here you will multiply by 2y. Okay. So here I am writing, here this side I am writing. So 2 in now these 2y children you will multiply with the both the terms. Okay. This is what? Monomial multiplied by binomial. So 2y into 3x square. 2y into 3x square. So 2 3s are 6. 6x square y, then plus 2y into y square. So that becomes what? 2y whole cube. Clear? So this is your first simplification. That is x plus y the whole cube minus x minus y the whole cube. Here see children, you have to take that we are using all the formulas we need to use here. Whatever we have learned, that a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square. So carefully again, if you have doubt, please again see the video so that the steps are very clear to you and you can understand in a better way. Okay. Now let's do the second question children. That is 3a plus 5b the whole cube minus 3a minus 5b the whole cube. Now see children, consider that this 3a plus 5b, this is your a term, a cube. Only thing that this is your one term, that is a term, this is your b term. Okay. Now here, suppose if I write here small a, then it will become same. So I am just writing, suppose this is my, say for example, this is my x term and this is my y term. Okay. So x cube minus y cube. So your formula will be same, x minus y bracket x square plus xy plus b square. Okay. So now here see children, applying the same formula. So this is your x term, this is your y term. Okay. So I am writing here x is equal to 3a plus 5b and y is equal to 3a minus 5b. Now here see children, let us apply the formula. So this is equal to a cube minus b cube formula. Again you are applying here. That will be a minus b, first bracket. First bracket is what? A minus b. That is 3a plus 5b. Okay. Minus b. What is your b? 3a minus 5b. Okay. This is the first bracket. Now moving to the second bracket, that will be a square, that means first term square. Just now what we have done, 3a plus 5b whole square, okay, plus ab. So plus, what is your a? 3a plus 5b into 3a, okay, 3a minus, here I am writing 3a minus 5b plus b square, that is 3a minus 5b whole square. Now children, this one step again I am writing because here we have the less space, we have okay, less space, so I had to write in the second line. Again I will be writing little from this side so that it comes in one line. So this I am writing, see children, 3a plus 5b minus 3a minus 5b, first bracket, second bracket, 3a plus 5b whole square plus 3a plus 5b, 3a minus 5b plus 3a minus 5b whole square. Now this is equal to, okay, this is equal to, we'll open the bracket, this will be 3a plus 5b. Now minus 3a minus minus plus 5b. This is your first bracket, okay. This is your first bracket, 3a plus 5b minus 3a plus 5b. First bracket, okay. Now second bracket, this first term 3a plus 5b whole square, children. Again you have to apply here a plus b whole square formula. A plus b whole square formula. So that becomes what? 3a whole square plus 2 into a. That is 3a into 5b plus b square. That will be 5b whole square, okay. So this what we have done, children, we have applied a plus b whole square formula to this only the first term. So it is a square plus 2ab plus b square, okay. Now the next term, what you can see, 3a plus 5b into 3a minus 5b. So this is nothing but, what it is becoming, children? This is what becoming, this is a plus b into a minus b. So here we will write that will be plus 3a square minus 5b whole square. Now plus the last term, a minus b whole square. That means 3a minus 5b the whole square. So that will be what? 3a whole square minus 2 into 3a into 5b plus 5b whole square, okay. Now this is equal to 3a plus 5b we have, okay, plus, okay, here we will write one extra step, we can cancel also, okay, in first bracket. Second bracket, children, 3a square plus 3a square becomes what, children? 9a square, right? Square of that, so it becomes 9a square. Now this is what? 2 3s are 6, 6 5s are 30, so it is 30ab plus 5b square, that means 25b square. Now this becomes what? Plus 9a square minus 25b square, and last one will be plus 9a square minus 30ab plus 25b square. See here, 3 square is 9, 9a square, okay, 9a square minus 30ab plus 25b square. Now this is equal to, from here see children, plus 3a minus 3a gets cancelled. So what is remaining is what? 5b plus 5b, that is your 10b, okay. Now coming to the second bracket, we are writing all 9a square plus 30ab plus 25b square plus 9a square minus 25b square, okay, plus 9a square minus 30ab plus 25b square. Now see children, whatever terms we could cancel. Now here see children, plus 25b square minus 25b square gets cancelled, plus 30ab minus 30ab gets cancelled, then 9a square, 9a square, 9a square, and anything else is remaining? No, nothing is remaining. So what is remaining? 10b into 9a square plus 9a square plus 9a square. So that becomes 9 plus 9 plus 9, that is 27a square. And what else is remaining is, children, that is plus 25b square. Now this 10b you will multiply with both the terms. 10b you are multiplying with both the terms, so it becomes this one. 27 into 10 becomes what, children? 270 a square b plus 25 into 10 becomes 250, and this is b cube. 270 a square b plus 250, what it is? B cube. So children, I hope you have understood. I know this sum is little tricky, these both the sums are little tricky. So what you will do, children, you will again practice in the homework book, okay, so that things are clear to you. Systematic one step you are going to do it and understand, again see the video so that the things are very clear to you. Now let's see the third question, children. A plus b whole cube minus a cube minus b cube, okay. So now here see children, this sum we will be doing by little because this question is little different. So we have to do by the other method. Now a plus b whole cube. Now tell me children, a plus b whole cube is what? The formula for a plus b whole cube is, we know it is a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube, right? This is a formula for a plus b whole cube, which you have already learned in the previous chapter. And what terms are remaining then? Minus a cube minus b cube. Okay, now here see children, this plus a cube minus a cube gets cancelled. Okay, plus a cube minus a cube plus b cube minus b cube gets cancelled. So what is remaining is your 3a square b plus 3ab square. So this question is only this much. Now fourth one, p cube, fourth one is p cube minus p plus 1 the whole cube. So this is equal to, okay, this is equal to, first thing, p cube you are keeping as it is minus, okay, now p plus 1 whole cube, that means a plus b whole cube formula you have to apply, a plus b whole cube formula. Now what is your, as per the formula, a plus b whole cubes, first term a cube, what is your a? That is p cube plus 3a square, that means p square into 1 plus 3p into b square, so it is 1 plus 1 cube. Okay, so this is a expansion of a plus b whole cube formula. So we have to only apply to the second bracket. Now this is equal to p cube minus, first this is p cube plus 3p square plus 3p plus 1. Okay, now we will open the bracket children. So when we will open the bracket, now here whenever there is minus sign, okay, what are we going to do? Whenever there is minus sign, we have learned that all the sign inside the bracket will change. So it will become minus p cube. Wherever there is positive sign, plus will become minus, minus will become plus. So minus p cube minus 3p square minus 3p minus 1. Now here your plus p cube and minus p cube gets cancelled, and what is remaining is minus 3p square minus 3p minus 1. Okay, so this much is your answer. Now moving to the next question, that is fifth one. Okay, now fifth question children, I am just explaining the fifth question. Here your 3xy minus 2ab and 3xy plus 2ab. See children, this is same like the first second what we have done. First question and second question what we have done. First bracket is your a, second bracket is your b. That means a cube minus b cube formula you will apply and you will be solving. Okay, now we will move to the, so this one question you will try. In case if you are not getting the answer, then you just send me the message. I shall solve and send you the, because one sum at least you will try on your own. I want you to try on your own. Now let's see the next topic children, that is rational algebraic expression, and this is the last topic of this chapter. Now what is meant by rational algebraic expression? Now see children, we have learned about rational numbers. So when the number is called as rational number, we have already learned that whenever we write the number in the form of p upon q or in the form of fraction, okay, whenever any number we write in the form of fraction, that is numerator upon denominator form, then it is called as a rational number. So children, now in case of a rational algebraic expression also, the thing is same. That means your numerator will be one algebraic expression, your denominator will be also an algebraic expression. Okay, so when you write any algebraic expression in the form of a, say for example any upon a upon b form, that is in the form of fraction, that means your a is one algebraic expression, b is some other algebraic expression. Okay, so when we are writing this form algebraic expression, when we write in the form of fraction, then such algebraic expression is called as rational algebraic expression. And we have to simplify. Now we have to simplify. Okay, we are going to simplify such rational algebraic expression. Okay, we are going to simplify such algebraic expressions. Now see children, 4p square minus 9p minus 9 upon p square plus 27p minus 90. Here your numerator is an algebraic expression, denominator is also an algebraic expression. So children, this type of expression is called as rational algebraic expression. Okay, so you have to just remember, when your numerator is an algebraic expression, denominator is also algebraic expression, then it is called as rational algebraic expression. And the next practice set, what we are going to do, we will simplify. Okay, we are going to simplify such rational algebraic expression. We will convert it into a simple form. Now see children, whenever any fraction is there, and okay, what you do, we have learned to reduce that fraction to the lowest term. We reduce the fraction, right? In your previous classes we have learned, right? Suppose if n it is 8 upon say for example 8 upon 6, so what you will do, you'll raise 2 4s are 2 3s are, so right, 4 upon 3. So you are simplifying the this fraction. Okay, we have learned to reduce the fraction to the lowest term. The same way children, you are going to reduce this, you are going to simplify the fraction and come to a simplest term. That is called the simplification, what we are going to learn in your next practice set, that is 6.4. Now see children, again I am saying, now this 6, just now you have seen in question number 2 second of 6.3, you have used the formulas a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square, right? A cube minus b cube, a cube plus b cube, a minus b whole cube, and a plus b whole cube. All these formulas were used simultaneously to simplify. Yes or no? We have learned, we have used all the formulas to simplify. So children, I want you to by heart the formulas. It should be on their tip, and by looking at the question, so you are going to practice. I'll be giving extra sums for practice. Again I'm requesting children, you are going to practice whatever sums I'm giving. Textbook question also you will practice in your homework book. Again, if you want, you can practice in the rough book, but see children, you are doing your practice part, because without practice, this math subject, any subject, maybe maths is a subject of practice. Even you need practice for grammar, you need practice for reading. So every subject needs a practice, but maths is a subject which requires more practice. So that is because one single mistake, okay, one single mistake, if you are doing one single mistake at the start of the step, then the whole sum becomes wrong, right? So that is why we have to be very careful, okay, that and such mistakes can be avoided only when you are doing a proper practice. Without practice, it is not going to be easy. Okay children, so better you practice, that will be useful for you children. See children, now is the time 8 9 10th, 8 9 10th, okay, 8 is directly connected to your 9th and 10th. So you have to start working hard children. See, whatever is the situation, what is happening, going on, we understand the situations are not very comfortable. Some of them are having some problems and all, but see children, whenever you get time, try your level best to do your part. At least practice now this 4-5 years till if you do 4-5 years, if you work hard for this 4-5 years, that means 8 9 10 11 12, then your future life becomes secure children. Once, so this 5 years is very very important. 8 9 10 11 12 is very important, and whatever is now onwards, what you are going to study in 8th standard, especially maths, that is fully going to be connected in 9th and 10th 11th 12th. So, and I am always taking into consideration that now after 2 years you will be in 10th standard. So what we are teaching, what I am teaching, I am doing is as per your 10th standard method. So this method what we are doing is directly, it is based your 10th standard. Okay, so this is a base for your 10th standard, and what method I am taking into consideration, looking into consideration the method what is being used in 10th standard, 9th and 10th. Clear children? So better you start your practice. Okay, now here in this next practice set, that is 6.4, here we will be using, see children, here also we are going to use all the formulas together. A plus b whole square, a minus b whole square, your a cube plus b cube, all formulas will come. Also practice at 6.1, okay, practice at 6.1, factorization of a trinomial. What we have done, we have learned the factorization, that means finding the factors, sum and the product. So that also is going to be used here, okay, in this practice set. So all is going to be used in this one practice set, all the formulas will be using. So children, I know it will be very little difficult for you, but then what you will do, you will practice it. Okay, all these textual question I will be solving. Again you will solve it, whichever sum you feel difficult, you can solve in your homework book, whichever. Okay, and even those extra sums which I will solve, which I will be sending, that you can solve for practice. Okay, so let us see the first question of 6.4. Now see children, this is your first question. Simplify. M square minus n square upon m plus n whole square into m square plus mn plus n square upon m cube minus n cube. Now here in this question you can see children, three formulas you have to use. Okay, this is a square minus b square, this is your a plus b whole square, and this is a cube minus b cube. Now how are you going to apply? See children, if you want, okay, you can separately find the factors and then substitute here. So we, okay, or the other way is m square minus n square. See children, so what is m square minus a? This is your a square minus b square. A square minus b square, what is your formula? A square minus b square. So that is a minus b into a plus b. So first bracket is a minus b. Instead of a children, what term is there? M. Instead of b we have n. Okay, so you are just comparing it with, so it becomes m minus n first bracket, m plus n second bracket upon. Clear? So instead of a, which term is there? M. Instead of b, n is there, nothing else we are. Okay, so we have written directly a minus b, that means m minus n, a plus b, m plus n, upon m plus n whole square. So it is a square plus b square. We know a plus b whole square formula, right? A plus b whole square. So this will become m square plus 2 into m into n. 2 into m into n. So that becomes 2mn plus b square, that means n square, into this m square plus mn plus n square. We are just keeping it as it is. We are not applying any formula. Now m cube minus n cube children. A cube minus b cube. What is your formula? A cube minus b cube. So first bracket, what is formula? A minus b. What is m cube? A cube minus b cube. A minus b. So what will be the first bracket? M minus n. Second bracket m square. Now second bracket m minus n. Second bracket m square plus mn plus n square. Okay, this is the expansion of m cube minus n cube. You can expand in the rough column and then you can substitute children. Both the ways will be. Now let us cancel. Okay, see m square plus mn plus n square and this m square plus mn. So this gets cancelled. M minus n get cancelled. Okay, now here what is remaining is m plus n upon, okay, this. So here see children, we have expanded. If we don't expand, we will just write it again, m plus n whole square. So there is no need to expand. If you want m plus n, and here see children, m plus n into m plus n we can write it, barabar? Okay, why? Because it is square. Now this m plus n gets cancelled, one bracket gets cancelled. So what is remaining? 1 upon m plus n. Students, we will continue second question onwards in the next video. That is, we'll do the remaining, how many sums are there? 8, total 8 sums. So remaining second question, second to 8th question will be doing in the next video, which I will that also I have, both the part will be sent to you tomorrow, so that you can complete that exercise. So children, till what we have done, please complete your class book, and remaining sums we'll see in the next video. Okay, thank you for watching. Have a nice day.